the alien girl, prepared to attack, but a human smiled and changed. Everything. Zara crouched behind the twisted metal wreckage of what humans called a spaceship. Her silver skin gleamed in the dim light of the underground cave where she had been, hiding for 3 days. The humans had found her world, and everything changed in ways she never expected. The Kithara were known across 7 star systems as the most feared warriors in the galaxy. Their claws could cut through steel, and their speed made them nearly invisible in battle. Zara was no different. She had trained since childhood to be a perfect weapon against any threat to her people. When the human ships arrived at Kithara Prime, her people prepared for war. The elders spoke of ancient prophecies about pale-skinned invaders who would bring destruction. The military leaders sharpened their weapons and planned attacks. Zara was chosen to be part of the first strike team. But something went wrong during the battle. Her ship crashed on this strange human world called Earth, and now she was alone. Her communication device was broken, and her people thought she was dead. The humans were searching for survivors, and Zara knew they would find her soon. She heard footsteps approaching the cave entrance. Her heart raced and her claws extended automatically. This was it. The moment she would face her first human in combat. She had studied their weaknesses in training. They were slow and soft with no natural weapons or armor. One Kithara warrior could easily defeat 10 humans. The footsteps stopped right outside the cave. Zara pressed herself against the wall and waited for the right moment to strike. She could hear breathing and quiet voices speaking in the human language she had learned to understand. A light appeared at the cave entrance, and Zara tensed her muscles, ready to leap. She would aim for the throat first, then move to disable any weapons they might have. The element of surprise was her greatest advantage. But when the human stepped into the cave, Zara froze in confusion. It was not a soldier as she expected. It was a young female human with long brown hair and kind eyes. The human carried no weapons, only a small light and what looked like medical supplies. The human female saw Zara immediately and should have screamed or run away. Instead, she did something completely unexpected. She smiled. That simple expression stopped Zara cold. Her claws remained extended, but she could not move. The smile was warm and genuine, without any trace of fear or hostility. Zara had never seen anything like it from an enemy. The human spoke in a soft voice that Zara could understand. "Hello there, I am not going to hurt you. My name is Katie, I am a doctor, and I want to help." Zara remained motionless. Her warrior training told her this was some kind of trick. Humans were supposed to be treacherous and violent creatures who destroyed everything in their path. Yet this Katie seemed different. She moved slowly with her hands visible, and spoke like she cared about Zara. Katie took a small step forward and sat down on the cave floor, making herself less threatening. "You are injured. I can see the purple fluid on your arm. That must be painful. Can I look at it?" For the first time, Zara noticed the pain in her left arm. The crash had torn her skin, and the wound was getting worse. She needed medical attention, but accepting help from an enemy went against everything she believed. Katie reached into her bag and pulled out medical supplies. She showed each item to Zara, explaining what it was for. "These bandages will stop the bleeding. This medicine will prevent infection. I have treated wounds like this before on other species. Zara was confused. Humans helped other species. Why would they do that if they were conquerors and destroyers? Katie noticed Zara's confusion and smiled again. "Where I come from, we have a saying that all intelligent life is precious. It does not matter what planet you are from or what you look like. If you are hurt, we help you." Slowly, Katie began to treat Zara's wound. Her hands were gentle and skilled, and she talked quietly while she worked, telling Zara about her life as a doctor and her work helping different alien species who visited Earth. Zara learned that humans were not the violent invaders her people believed them to be. They were curious explorers who wanted to make friends with other species across the galaxy. The attack on her world had been a terrible misunderstanding, caused by fear on both sides. As Katie finished bandaging her wound, Zara felt something she had never experienced before: trust for an enemy. It made no sense according to her training, but she could not deny what she felt. This human had shown her kindness when she could have easily called for soldiers. Katie packed up her medical supplies and looked at Zara with those same kind eyes. Your people must be worried about you. Would you like help getting home? I can contact our diplomatic team and arrange for peaceful talks between our species. Zara finally found her voice. Why are you helping me? Your people and mine are at war. Katie smiled once more. War happens when people are afraid of each other, when they do not understand each other. But understanding can grow from small acts of kindness. One smile, one helping hand. One moment of choosing compassion over fear. She stood up and extended her hand to Zara. Come with me. There are others who want to meet you and learn about your culture. We can work together to stop this war before more people get hurt. Zara looked at Katie's outstretched hand. For her entire life, she had been taught that humans were the enemy. But this one human had shown her something different. The power of simple kindness could change everything, even between species that had been enemies. Slowly, Zara retracted her claws and took Katie's hand. The human grip was warm and firm and full of hope. As they walked together toward the cave entrance, Zara realized that sometimes the greatest victories come not from fighting but from choosing to trust. The war between their peoples would not end easily, but it would begin to end here in this cave, where an alien warrior and a human doctor chose understanding over fear. Katie's simple smile had changed the course of history, proving that even the smallest acts of kindness could reshape the galaxy. Outside the cave, other humans waited, but they were not soldiers. They were diplomats and scientists and doctors like Katie, people who wanted to build bridges instead of walls. Zara saw her future differently now. Not as a warrior, but as a bridge between two worlds that had so much to learn from each other. The stars above them shone with new possibility.